Okay. Larry Davis,
Yeah, what?
you've been called upon to do a service.
Oh boy.
That service is
Very
to
excited.
document every video game and console launch lineup. At least ones that are like accessible. I'm not doing. There's a bunch of weird shit. I'm not even gonna Sega Pico
Well,
and stuff like that. Come on, get out of here.
turns out one of them now is a bit more accessible than we previously thought.
That's right. So we might actually be able to do one of them that we didn't think we were going to be able to do. But
Yeah.
which maybe after the stream we fuck around in a game in that emulator, do a bonus stream. But today, I
I mean
just
on
have.
actual hardware.
Yeah, no. Did I make it sound like I was illegally emulating video games? I would never do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be terrible. You can go to jail for that. Don't do that.
Put you in the slammer.
That's right.
Or
No.
playing Pokemon Blue.
This copy of GoldenEye fell out of the back of a truck and just hit me
Spoilers.
in the head. We're doing the 3DO today, and then as an apology, we are watching another CDI infomercial. This one might be better than the last one, but not quite the same thing as the last one. We won't see Sid again.
I don't know, the last one was pretty good.
It was pretty good, but I watched a bit of this one, and it also is pretty good for different reasons.
Okay.
Let me switch it over to. There we go. Play a little bit of Crash and Burn, but first we gotta watch this trailer for a completely unrelated game. This is a thing that they were trying to do back in the day of having, like, trailers for other video games in the video game.
Is this running in real time, though?
I don't know. Crystal Dynamics,
okay, I see.
What did they go on to do? Anything, like, noteworthy?
Not really. Oh, well, Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen. They did that.
I never heard of that.
It was kind of obscure.
That
Never
like
went anywhere. Yeah, the Jaguar.
Yeah, that's how you say that. Once again, I cannot see chat. Apparently, I have to completely reconfigure my stream settings to do that because OBS has lost the chat window. So I'm relying on you, Larry, to tell me what chat says.
Okay, I can see it.
We should probably start by watching previews, though. Right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Wait, so that wasn't Crash and Burn?
Nope. That was that other game
What
with the
was
lady
it?
who goes like, "Where did you learn to fly?"
Oh.
Which I'm blanking on the name of right now. Angry Video Game Nerd did a video about it.
I thought that was a Jaguar game. I'm pretty sure that was a Jaguar game. There's Crystal D again.
Yeah. Well, of course, this is Crash and Burn is a Crystal Dynamics game, so these are all going to be CNDs.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I'm glad that we got content flagged for everything to do with the Make My Video games the last time we streamed.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't get an
Okay.
alert for the content flagging.
The VOD got content flagged for Marky Mark and Excess stuff, so.
Good.
Although one of them, like, misattributed it to the cast of Glee.
Okay. Sure.
So they covered a. Oh, Total Eclipse.
Did that come out?
Did what come out?
The Horde?
Oh, I have no idea. I do not know much about the lineup of 3DO games and, like, how much was released before the system died. Okay, so yeah, this isn't the one, I guess, with the lady that says, "Where did you learn to fly?" Kind of looked
No,
like
because
it
that
to
one's
me.
like that one's more like raw
Yeah.
polygons.
I do like this disc flying through space, though.
Yeah,
You know,
I especially like the really bad like, juddering frame rate.
Yes. No, it's like what happened with E.T. They just had all these, like, crash and burn discs that they couldn't sell, so they just shot them into space. Eventually, they'll get low enough into orbit, it will cause Kessler syndrome, and then we'll be back to the Black Ages. It's all Trip Hopkins' fault.
So the Horde did come out on the 3DO. The original release of the 3DO version contained a bug that would erase all other save data on the hard drive when a Horde game was saved.
It's where Hideo Kojima got the idea for that, like, self-destructing disc.
Yeah. They did replace discs if people sent them in.
Yeah. So to be fair, the juddering, I don't know how much of that is maybe just emulation for the 3DO not being too great.
I bet that's how it actually was.
Yeah. Because my frame counter is, like, sticking around 60. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I bet it's just like the bad FMV of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is Crash and Burn. It's you know, kind of a racing game.
The Horde.
Sort of a. Huh?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say the Horde was published by Crystal D. It was developed by Toys for Bob.
Oh no.
It's a strategy hybrid game.
Well, I'm glad Toys for Bob went on to do better things. So
This would have been after Star Control, I think.
We're just going to do a rally here. There are some really good FMVs for all of these different characters that we got because, of course, they cast live people in this. So who do we want to play as?
Fourth one.
Fourth one?
Yeah.
God. All right, Crystal.
I do kind of like the Robin Zander from Cheap Trick looking guy at the end, though.
Yeah.
My favorite tactic is to flash the target with a bright light, then finish him off as he stumbles around the track blind. Blind.
All right. His dialogue did not sync with his mouth, and it glitched and repeated twice at the end.
Sure.
Yeah, all right.
This was before Twisted Metal, right?
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
Because PlayStation didn't launch
'cause,
for like a while. Yeah.
Like 95, yeah.
Okay, so we got Crash
I mean, this is
Course,
basically
Whiplash.
Twisted Metal 1.
Yeah, Shockwave, Firestorm, Wasteland. We should go with the first one because I bet these get just progressively harder.
If you want to know my secret, just get behind me at 400 miles. Get behind me.
Well, yeah, you can see the course in the background. Okay, that's not the same course that showed in the background.
Joy on the track for you to play with. Then you'll understand.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of repeating dialogue, like it's glitching out and repeating stuff and going off sync. So I do wonder if there's emulation issues where this is authentic to the CDO experience.
Yeah, that's possible.
Oh, is it having me choose my character again?
No, you could just selected race.
Okay, yeah, maybe I just... Alright.
You just went back to bios for some reason.
Alright. God. I mean, this, controls fine. Music is very bad.
Visually, like, it's not too bad, like,
No.
compared to other stuff at the time.
This, runs relatively smooth for, like, the point in time that this came out.
Yeah, like, this looks better than, like, Need for Speed did at the time.
Yes. Yeah. It's too bad, I don't think it's a launch game, but that version of Road Rash on... Was it 3DO or was it the Jaguar?
Oh, I don't know.
Whichever, but like that was a weirdly good version of Road Rash.
I think that was 3DO.
I think so too.
I think.
My problem is I constantly like blur together the 3DO and Jaguar libraries because they just occupy that same space in my mind of like this is early 3D from like companies that were not considered like major competitors to Nintendo and Sega, and they fucking failed horribly, and they had a lot of weird FME shit.
Yeah, Jaguar, I feel like had more like low poly stuff. Like it didn't look like this. It looked more like closer to N64 stuff.
Fuck.
What was that?
I don't know. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like Jaguar had a lot more 2D games.
Stop saying Jaguar.
Never. Jaguar.
I beg of you.
Jaguar. How do I say Jaguar? Why should it
Jaguar.
Jaguar?
Sure. Jagger. Like in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah. I think that's next week. I'd written these down.
You have 100 gun, by the way. You should probably use the 100 gun.
Oh, I can go into... Okay, that's how I fire the gun. Alright.
Whenever you actually see another human. I guess you're in first, so.
No rubber banding in this game.
Good.
At least I don't think.
You are like heavily on fire, though.
Oh, that's fine. I'll be okay.
You have red damage on your front.
Well, then I just need to not get hit there, and I'll be okay.
True. You should probably stop running over the bombs in the track, then.
Oh, those aren't power-ups?
No.
Oh, well...
Considering they explode when you hit them.
Oh, God. Kind of easier in first person, actually.
Yeah.
Usually for me it's the opposite in racing games. I don't ever want to be in first person.
Maybe they are power-ups, actually, but they made like an explosion when you hit them before.
No, those are definitely hurting.
Maybe some of them are traps? Oh yeah, those are.
Who can really say, Larry?
Well, so there are two.
I don't know what you
It looks like there
me.
were those, and there were others that kind of just looked like gushers. But they're very difficult to tell apart, especially from any amount of distance with this resolution you're dealing with.
Yeah. Okay. And just pull over in here and do a pit stop and get repaired, so that's good. And now I'm in third place, so that was a mistake.
Because, maybe you shouldn't have done that on the last lap.
Yeah, maybe. Like, for as much as I keep running over those things, they were not doing enough damage to really put me at risk of blowing up, I don't think.
Well, no, you were at red. That's the thing, I don't know how much it
actually... not, like, actually blowing me up.
Yeah, I know.
So, I think I
wonder if it just reduces your speed. Maybe you can't actually blow up.
Maybe. That'd be a bummer, because you would hope that like, this game would have like a sick like explosion FMV. Your car.
Yeah.
It has to, because it's called Crash and Burn. They would not just have you go slower.
That's a good point.
You would in fact crash and burn. Maybe I do one more race after this and I just see what it looks like when we blow up. I could probably just like crash into it, shouldn't we? How's my controller sound, by the way, Larry?
What do you mean?
Is it still picking up? Is it very clicky?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I tried to get my 8-bit working on the 3DO, and it was not having it. So I'm still using the Xbox controller.
It isn't for me anyway. I don't know.
Okay.
On the stream.
I got a blanket over it, so trying to muffle it, soundproof this Xbox One controller.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe you can't explode just from the bombs on the track. You have to get exploded by another player?
Every day I play Crash and Burn, I thank God I don't get exploded.
Yeah.
Do I get a low FMV of my guy? No? It's lame. I see bios. Probably pick somebody else and we'll blow up. Who do you want out of these guys?
I don't know. Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice? Alright, I'm going with this dude with the mohawk.
If you want to
Okay.
lose, just
Tasman
call
Twix.
once. It'll be your last mistake. I got plenty of ways to make your life miserable.
I don't believe this guy's authentically Australian. I think that's just someone doing an accent.
I don't know. I can't hear it, and
Yeah.
when I looked at him, I thought that guy's Australian. So,
Might be.
well, I guess Tasman.
I'm just in the same car as the last time, huh? There must be a way to change that, and I just am missing it. But
don't
I thought
think
it
you-
was like a different car for each person.
I don't think you actually changed characters.
You know what? I might not have. I hit the A button on his profile. Maybe all it does is just
Yeah, but
play
that just-
bio and that's it.
Yep. It's like that wrestling game, the WCW game for PS1, where you could just press buttons to make Kevin Nash like do like a little speech.
Well, sure. Every game should have a Kevin Nash button.
What I mean, yes, because it also had a Scott Steiner button. So,
Scott Steiner button should also just turn the system off after Scott Steiner's done saying things.
well, yeah. It was disaster for you.
Yeah. Now he does so many equations it just confuses the operating system and makes the console shut down. PlayStation
Overloads
starts
the
to
RAM
overheat.
buffer.
Yeah. Trying to get hit, but there seems to be like less junk on the road in this one.
Your car here
Crashing
looks a
into the
lot
wall.
like it would be in Hydro Thunder.
Yeah, actually. I don't have a lot of confidence I'm going to actually be able to blow up. Keep, like, hitting these walls here and hoping that builds damage, but...
There wasn't any like difficulty options, were there?
I didn't go into the option menu, so I did not check. There probably is.
Because I kind of wonder if there's like some setting of can't blow up in there.
There's another one that's just blow up all the time. Start a race and blow up.
Yeah.
Could be. If you make a game called Crash and Burn, it should be very easy to do those two things.
Sure.
Burnout figured that out.
Or at least star Crash Holly.
Yeah. I mean, preferably Wolf.
Yes.
Okay, this is just getting kind of boring, trying to blow up. Everyone's way ahead of me. Check the options menu and then we'll move on to the next thing.
Okay.
I like how there's just a preview for Total Eclipse every time that you back out also.
Mm-hmm.
God. Let's see what we're working with here.
I would say that's like maybe to mask loading, but then I think it's
No.
probably taking just as much to read that preview from the disc.
Yeah. Alright, there's no actual difficulty options. I just got controls, music, sound effects, and that. So,
Well, cool.
alright. That's it for the 3DO. That's all.
That's it?
That is all that launched on the 3DO.
Okay.
So, 1993,
What a great lineup.
October. Return Fire, Road Rash, FIFA International Soccer, and Jurassic Park Interactive were supposed to be launch titles, but they got pushed to the middle of 1994 because developers were, like, struggling with the hardware. So the only thing that they had available at launch was Crash and Burn.
I mean, we've got the best. Why bother with the rest?
Yeah. So, I'm like looking at this too. I think, yeah, it says by mid-November the 3DO had only sold 30,000 units. So, people were not clamoring for Crash and Burn. It was not the system seller that they probably needed it to be. That's it for the 3DO. So, close this thing out.
Sorry,
onto
Trip.
the CDI. All right, Larry. Couple things about the CDI recording. First of all,
Okay.
I'll try to put it live on the YouTube channel when we're done, so if people want to watch it as a standalone thing, they can. There is maybe some weird cuts in this thing because I had to like cobble this together from a bunch of different videos. As far as I'm aware, there is not a full cut of this thing available, at least not on YouTube.
Release the CDI cut.
That's right. Do it in 4:3 black and white. Actually,
Yeah.
no, it's already in 4:3, so they should just like pan and scan it.
Yeah. Make it even smaller.
Yeah. But there's a jump in the audio quality between like the first part of this and the second part of this because the video I found that had the first part of it, the audio was so fucking quiet that I did the best that I could with it, but it was like damn near silent. So I'm just letting people know that it maybe is not the most seamless, smooth viewing experience for this thing. There's some weirdness with it. I did my best. Would have been awesome if somebody had preserved this entire thing in full, but yeah. So I will say when to hit play. We'll do a countdown. So 3,
All right.
2, 1, play.
Only on 4. The following program is a paid commercial
I'm Maury.
announcement. The views represented are not necessarily the views of the station and management of WDIV and should not be considered as an endorsement.
Nobody
Station-
endorses the
yeah.
CDI.
Cannot in good conscience endorse this. We'll take their money, but
Yeah. You know it's pretty cheap to run an infomercial?
oh, probably we should run an infomercial. How much are we talking?
Excuse me.
I think like $500.
We should run an infomercial.
Excuse me.
Oh, my, yes.
Infomercial for the Destroy All Children
Please
podcast.
name first, then state why you want to see the wall.
This is like overdrawn at the memory bank.
I was hoping to find out the meaning of life.
You too.
Oh, who's that guy? Plays Larry's cousin in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Richard Kind?
What should I do?
Yes, this guy looks like a
Take the red
bootleg
elevator.
Richard Kind.
Yeah, he looks like him crossed with Polarizer.
Yeah.
A little bit of Peter Scolari in there. Whoa!
They grew him
It's
in one
like
of
that
the
X-Files
Emperor,
episode.
He was growing one of Emperor Palpatine's like cloning vats. He's trying to make this 90s comedy actor.
You must have taken the express, huh?
Excuse me?
Yes.
I take it you're the wall?
The Great Wall, if you don't mind.
Yes, of course. I didn't mean to.
No problem, no problem. It's okay. So, what's your name anyway?
Phil Jacobson.
Phil. How can I help you?
Well, I
Some
wanted
Tim
an
and
answer
Eric
to a
shit.
question.
Yeah, your name is now Targus. Targus.
Well, I wanted to know the meaning of life.
Phil,
Yes?
have you ever played Mystic Midway?
Huh? Well, no, I don't think...
Would you like to? Okay, how about Video Speedway? You can drive a
Ooh.
car, can't you?
Well, yeah, but I just didn't think...
Just use your controller.
Huh?
In your hand, the controller. It opens up the whole interactive world of CDI from Phillips Electronics. You know,
I mean, this
the
is
company that
basically
invented
Control.
audio cassettes,
Like he's now the
video
director.
discs,
That's the
compact
service
disc
weapon that
technology.
appeared in his hand.
Now they've invented CDI.
CDI.
Compact Disc Interactive, Phil. CDI.
Max Payne played some CDI and shot
but What does
himself.
that have to do with the meaning of...
Look out, Phil! Look out!
Who can blame him?
You're gonna hit... Oh, one of those signs. Okay, come on, Phil. Use the controller. The wireless thumbstick remote control in your
Yeah, we don't have a Connect here, Phil.
This is 1992, Phil. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, please, Phil. Never refer to CDI as just a video game.
Why not? It looks like...
It's so much
How
more.
dare
An
you.
Encyclopedia, for example. An entire 26 volumes on one disc. Push the button.
Not a video game system, Larry. It's also about the TV.
Right.
What your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
It's interactive.
Thinking about an edit of this where
Meaning
it's
you don't just
JFK
watch
assassination
it, you
instead.
control it. Hey, this is really cool.
The official CDI release of the Zapruder film.
Interactive encyclopedia. It has a time machine. It teaches you history in a fun way. Learning doesn't have to be from books, right, Phil?
I wish I had
Max says the wall sounds like Norm Macdonald, and I don't really hear it.
TV is no
Yeah, me either.
longer just a TV. It's anything you want it to
Also, Max missed the
How far back does this
entire
thing go?
one 3DO launch game.
all the way, Phil, to the beginning of
Spoilers,
life
Max, there was only
itself.
one video game launched on the
Hey,
3DO. It
you
was
haven't
Crash and
answered my
Burn.
question about the meaning of life. Hello? Wall? Anybody? Oh, great. Is there anybody here?
This is the bit where I started watching
I
it
need a
and I
little help
decided this
here.
is good.
May I assist you?
Whoa.
You're not the wall.
No, of course not. You asked for help.
I did, so who are you?
Help.
Help. That's your name,
Call
I
for
take
help.
it.
That is correct.
So help me.
Certainly. First, let's start by hooking up the imagination machine
Is
to
that
your
Ensign
TV.
Rowe from Star
It's as
Trek?
easy as attaching a single cable.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Imagination machine?
Your Phillips CDI player.
Yes, but
In
I...
fact, your Philips CDI machine plays standard music compact discs.
Well, what I really... Music CDs?
That is correct. Your CDI machine plays music compact discs, photo CDs, and hundreds of interactive CDI titles. And with the optional digital video cartridge, your CDI system will even play feature-length Hollywood movies.
Movies? On a CD?
Yes.
Movies
May I
on a
ask your
What?
name?
That's impossible.
It's crazy.
You can't put a whole movie on a
Phil,
CD.
we'll talk
What
more
about all the
the
tape?
digital video cartridge in just one moment.
By the way,
First, I
good
want
joke
to
from Max
begin
here. He
with
says they
your
saw you play Crash and Burn before. It was whenever you play a racing game ever.
Oh,
That was gonna be
I'm
a golf
sorry.
game, but
I
yes.
can help you with any questions
Yeah,
you
that
might
too.
have about Compact Disc Interactive.
Actually, he did pretty good at Crash and Burn, I'll
I
say.
appreciate
Yeah, Crash and
that
Burn
it's a
plays
lot
smooth.
more than just a
Surprisingly.
video game and everything, and that it's,
Interactive.
right, interactive.
May I show you how easy it is to become interactive? First, remove the disc from the case.
Oh, that's
Push
how I
open
do
on
it.
your CDI player, or you may use
That was the mistake I was making the whole
I
time.
kept throwing it into
Insert
space,
disc
is my problem.
and close.
Help?
One CDI disc holds up to 250,000 pages of text, or 7,000 visual images, or...
Help?
Yes?
Where is the wall, anyway?
Hi, Phil.
You're back.
I was never gone.
I had to turn the PlayStation on to charge my headphones, so now I get to hear it spinning the disc very
She's
loudly.
amazing, isn't she? But she's only got a one-track mind. Unlike me, I'm very diverse. Which reminds me, Phil, got any kids?
Yes.
Good.
Tell me about your
Watch
kids,
this.
Phil. How many kids do you have? What are your kids' names? Where are your kids right now?
Where do you live?
Kinda redefines interactive.
What's
doesn't
your
it?
annual income?
Just you interacting with the imagination machine, everybody interacts. Instead of sitting on a couch staring at a TV, the whole
Is this
family
WarioWare they're playing?
Yeah.
Berenstain Bears on their own, and you on your own.
They're using that weird controller that we saw the last time where it was just like a
Yeah.
gigantic trackball.
Tell Phil about
You know,
Berenstain
for
Bears.
idiots. And me. I can play games
Brother
more
and
better.
Sister Bear want to go to the annual country fair, but no one has time to take them.
But how?
So Mama Bear agrees to let them go, but only if they prove they are responsible enough to go on their own. Your children can join this fun story and visit delightful locations with over 20 games and learning activities and 9
Thanks, Help. Kids love it, Phil, and so do parents. And see that controller? It makes it very easy for kids to use CDI. Phil, do you suppose your kids would like it?
Yeah, they really would.
And Berenstain Bears is just one
But your
of
kids like
hundreds
me,
of
Phil?
titles
Can I meet your
available on
kids?
CDI.
Titles?
Games, music, interactive learning, instruction, entertainment, movies. You name it. If it isn't on CDI, it soon will be. Like this title.
As a matter of fact, I've had quite enough.
I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
It's interactive entertainment. Move the arrow to another window and push the button.
But I was like a mother to your
Okay.
What's this
Ooh.
Voyeur.
Oh.
Sounds pretty racy.
It's not
Have
for
to
kids,
age-gate
Phil.
the stream.
What we have here is a detective thriller where you're the detective. You record everything you see and try to solve the murder mystery.
Game by David Cage.
It's basically that movie with Sharon Stone, right?
Yes?
Yeah, what it was called.
Your wife called. She wants you to pick up a quart of milk after you've discovered the meaning of life.
Oh, right.
Can't talk. I have important work to
Thank you
do.
very much.
TDI, give me a printout of Oyster smiling.
Oh, not again.
That's picture-in-picture like the Xbox One. Yo,
It's all about the
CDI,
TV.
snap.
Get the idea.
Yeah.
Do you like sports?
Absolutely.
So try matching wits with NFL trivia. Are you ready to answer some tough football questions?
Of course, bring them on.
Who is this Super Bowl
I play my favorite trivia
Time
game
for a message
on here
about
at some
CDI
point,
from
Larry,
Phillips Electronics. Grab your pencil.
which is of course the sex trivia, since it was made in like the mid-'80s. So like a lot of the fun of that thing is trying to figure out statistics about like STDs from the mid-'80s.
Yeah, did they know what AIDS was at the time?
Yes, exactly.
A glimpse into the world of Vincent Van Gogh.
Ugh.
Even a feature-length
Hi, Vince.
Hollywood movie. Compact disc interactive.
They didn't even show the skeleton part? Come on.
Entertainment system that hooks up to your TV. It's a high-quality music CD player. It plays Kodak photo CDs, plus more than 100 interactive titles. And with the optional digital video cartridge, you can play feature-length Hollywood movies. Phillips CDI is already in use in thousands of homes, and here's why.
If I can use it, anybody can. I mean, I can't even set my VCR.
It's very sharp, it's very clear. The wonderful photography that they've put in along with the
Dads all
graphics
across the
is
country love the
tremendous.
CDI.
Educational.
Oates from Hall & Oates is very impressed.
CDI is available in thousands of retail stores. Now your family can enjoy it at home. You might expect to pay over $1,000 for an entertainment system that does this
Yeah,
much,
you might.
But now you can own a Philips CDI
What?
player for only $499.
The steal, Larry.
More than 100
At
interactive
participating
titles from
dealers, I
world-renowned
love that, like,
publishers
heading
and
down to the CDI dealer.
During the special TV promotion, we'll include
I want a CDI, I got a guy.
on disc, a $299
No, I'm thinking of like a
limited time
Jerry
offer.
Lundegard type, desperate to sell you a CDI at the dealership.
Honey, but you know
They
the
put the
CDI
true code
guy is
on at the
coming here
factory.
this evening.
Yeah.
It is a dark time for the Minamoto.
Uh-oh.
So when I saw this for the first time, I thought it was Inca,
Leader of the Taira clan.
and it's
Yeah,
not Inca.
the pan
so I'm
flute.
just letting you know now it's not Inca.
Could you tell me...
Soiling the last vestige of our family honor.
Gosh, I'm sorry to hear about that, but...
My father, Yorimasa, has committed seppuku.
Gee, I just came to the wall wanting to know the meaning of life. I didn't think...
I don't believe that guy would know what seppuku is.
Talking to a CDI character.
Does it get more real than real?
Compact disc interactive, Phil.
Lords of the blurry text.
So real, how could I tell?
I know, it's great, isn't it? Like this title, Palm Springs Golf.
Do
Not
love
a failure
good
to
pan
launch
flute.
You may have
without
seen
a golf
games
game, Larry.
before, but none like this.
Yeah.
And titles like these. Real video right now is what separates Philips CDI from the rest of the pack, including feature-length movies from Paramount Studios. Like this. You can almost feel
This is
the
what
G
Paramount
force
Plus
pulling
is.
your cheeks back against your ears, eh, Phil? Tennis, anyone?
Hey!
You gotta be faster on your feet, Phil.
All right, wait a minute.
The controller, Phil. Interact.
I get it. This is cool.
All right, so try serving.
What do I do?
Just point and click.
There's only one button, Phil.
Welcome to interactive tennis, Phil. Keep practicing. You're getting it. Bye
God,
now.
it looks so boring.
Don't go.
Yeah.
Ball.
These sprites moving at like 3 frames a second.
Okay. Service up.
Straight as an arrow.
Yeah, right. Wait till I get some practice, then you'll need some help.
May I assist you?
Oh, no, I didn't mean I needed help.
That is my name, Phil. Would you
Okay,
like to
help.
learn something other than tennis, Phil?
Well, sure.
Then I'm positive you'll enjoy these.
What's that?
Just one of the many interactive educational and instructional titles available on CDI.
No, I mean that thing.
Oh, this is the optional roller controller.
Perfect controller for Phil, because he doesn't know how to work
many
the goddamn remote.
I am obsessed with the optional roller controller.
Just like the imagination machine. It hooks up easily to any television and integrates perfectly with your home entertainment system.
This thing's going to end with Phil, like, emaciated and lobotomized in a government facility. None of this happened.
Yeah, like the imagination machine, this is just Brazil.
Yes.
May I have eggs, please?
Finally, a game for Phil.
I'm entranced by it.
Thank you.
Help?
Yes, Phil?
Little Monster is perfect. For my children.
Yes, Little Monster will help your children learn to read.
But maybe could I take another crack at tennis?
So fucking creepy.
Phil, I'm surprised at you. The pursuit of knowledge is a very important aspect of life.
Well, tennis was very fun.
Ah, you admit it. Good. Very
Yeah,
good.
you're right, Max. Roller controller is basically like cellar door.
So your family can play tennis, tour museums. You can even help your kids learn Spanish.
Globo. Globo. Oh, good. Pinguino. Pinguino.
And learning isn't just for
Gabagoo.
kids, Phil. Let's go to the Smithsonian.
Yeah, that's Spanish.
You can pilot the Bell X-1 and break
Close
the
enough.
sound barrier.
This is like me, like saying, look, I can put an encyclopedia on our computer when I was mostly just using it to play Half-Life 2.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Jacobson's appointment is over.
Thank you.
Now, don't go keeping him there like you did the last time.
Thank you, Gladys.
I
Talked
should
about
also
this, you
alert
need to
that
let the
Daryl has
subjects
gotten
go.
into the system again.
So, Phil, have you ever been to the Smithsonian?
Well, no, but who's Daryl anyway?
Who?
You know, Daryl.
Never heard of him.
Gladys just mentioned
You know,
his name.
Daryl, his brother Daryl, and his other brother Daryl.
We don't talk about Daryl.
Made possible by digital video from Phillips
Here,
Electronics.
look at this, cartoons.
With the
Stop
optional
asking me
digital
about
video
Daryl.
cartridge, you can experience the fun-filled
Don't you love
world of
Huckleberry Hound?
Fred Flintstone's here.
George Jetson. Yes, Phil.
Who's Daryl?
Phil, forget about Daryl. You're here to talk to the Great Wall. And now I'd like
Oh, Daryl's hacking in.
I assume you're
Daryl, at your service.
We need to get you out of there, Phil.
Oh, no, man. I came on my own.
Really?
Hey, I know these things inside out.
You're being used as a
I
battery.
design interactive titles.
We need to unplug you.
I designed the system, but I lost control over it a year
Coming out that
ago.
are just as cool. And we're not the
Is
only
that the
developers.
Joker in the background? Heath Ledger Joker?
Phillips Electronics.
No, see, Phillips
It kind of looks
invented
like it
compact
with
disc
how
technology,
compressed this is,
laser
yeah.
optical
Probably
discs,
just the
and now
crow.
compact
Yeah.
disc interactive. It's a world standard. My company develops new titles for CDI. Oh, look, here's a new one coming out soon.
Thank you, Charlie O'Donnell. And
I've seen this show before. This is Joker's Wild.
Oh, there you go. There's
Oh,
a Joker.
maybe it was the
connection.
Joker.
It's interactive.
Right. Smart guy.
Not to change the subject, but can you get the wall to answer a question for me?
You want to know the meaning of life, right?
How did you know?
Doesn't everybody? All right. You want an answer? Make the wall think you're interested in buying a CDI system.
But I am interested.
Ah, good. Should be easy then. Time to go. Look, don't tell the wall what we were talking about, okay?
Don't actually buy a CDI. Don't be stupid.
Movies and all that neat stuff.
Help already told me.
If you buy a CDI, you're inviting it into your home.
Ooh, help?
That's right.
Be of assistance?
Then it gains control over everything in your life.
To be the matter, Phil?
Well,
It wants your kids,
I
Phil.
wanted to know how to play a music CD.
Certainly. Just put in your favorite compact disc. And play.
Way too many steps for
You
Phil.
can easily program playback with this on-screen menu. Compact
This is
disc
called
interactive
Salsa
is a
4.
very versatile system.
So, Phil, looks like you got to talk to Daryl after all.
Oh, you do know.
Of course.
Now I have to punish
Don't
you,
call
Phil.
me the Great Wall for nothing. Besides, I'm a nice guy. You want to talk about the meaning of life?
Well, that is why I came here.
And I'll be right back to talk about that. But first, let's watch this message about CDI from Phillips Electronics.
look like an ordinary compact disc, but actually it's an interactive encyclopedia. A stimulating match with a tennis pro. An interactive adventure through fantastic worlds.
Oh good, well we get a little bit of Zelda in this.
Van Gogh, or even a feature-length Hollywood movie. This is CDI, Compact Disc Interactive. Phillips CDI is your total entertainment system that hooks
It's great how like watching a movie on a CDI would be like now, where someone on Twitter is like, I put all of Shrek in 8 megabytes.
Hey, I'm watching Shrek on this Game Boy Advance card.
Phillips CDI is already in
Got
use
Shark
in
Tales on here
thousands of
too.
homes, and here's why.
Mm-hmm.
It's educational and it's fun. And there's so many things that you can do on it.
Actually, knowing how much they use it, I think we should have bought two.
Philips CDI is available
Creep.
in thousands of retail
Why?
stores. Now your family can enjoy it at home. You might expect to pay over $1,000 for an entertainment system that
Buying
does this
2
much,
Philips
but now
CDIs
you
is
can
like
own a
me
Philips
buying 50
CDI
shares of
player for only
AMC. Did not go the way
$499.
that I was hoping it would.
You
Just
can choose
devalued
from
very
more than 100
quickly.
interactive titles from world
I also like how to watch the movies you have to buy an extra cartridge to plug in.
Yeah. I wonder how much the cartridge costs.
Encyclopedia on disc, a
I bet
$299
$100.
retail value, yours free during this limited
Yeah.
time offer.
Probably something like the memory card for the Series X, where it's very expensive for what it is.
So, Phil, what
Well,
do you think?
Well, yeah.
It's
I guess
actually
the
not
price
that
makes-
much.
Yeah, the price makes sense on the
I don't
Series
think
X.
you really
but-
know what the meaning of life is. Am I right?
It's still like
Phil,
too expensive,
shame
but
on you. I am, after all, the Great Wall. Hey, that rhymes. But first things first. What do you think about compact
at least you
disc
can
interactive?
expand the Xbox storage.
How easy it is to use. How it
I had to
makes
move things around when I was trying to install Ease.
can be to play. Who was the champion of Super Bowl 25? And how it also plays music CDs, Kodak photo CDs, and even movies. What more could you want?
Okay, I'm sold. But how about something really demanding?
Ah, like a test of skills, battle of wits, that sort of thing?
Exactly.
I've got
Like
just
tennis.
the ticket. Link, Faces of Evil.
Oh no.
You've got to conquer and free
There it
the
is.
island of Korodai.
Finally.
Oh, by the way, Phil,
Yeah?
it's been nice knowing you.
What do
Oh
you mean?
Christ.
This game's so bad it'll kill you.
His vitals are off the charts. We need to pull him out now.
I mean, really, this looks exactly as good as Zelda 2, so
Yeah, it's not that much different.
I'm trying to get past those flying pterodactyls. Can you give me some pointers?
Yes.
Good.
First, let's start by hooking up the imagination machine to your TV. It's as simple as attaching one cable.
Oh no.
In fact, your Philips CDI machine will even
My
play
responses are
music
limited.
compact
You must
discs.
ask the right
Hell,
questions.
I know all this.
Good.
He's
Let's
Janet
do
from The
easy
Good
use
Place.
then. If you can press a button, you can use CDI.
Help. Sorry to interrupt, but could we get back to the game?
Link, Faces of Evil?
That's the one.
May I recommend something less challenging in the dexterity and hand-eye coordination category?
you suck,
At your
Phil.
age,
Hey, wait a minute. I can do it. I just want a clue.
then please ask the Great Wall for further assistance.
Perhaps you'd like to play Berenstain Bears, Phil.
So, Phil, let's get back to the big question. What do you see here?
Compton's Interactive Encyclopedia.
And
The
Good,
definition
now
of
read the
lieutenant,
bottom
you get
line.
grade.
Phil, the other one.
Life. Yes, but this wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
The controller, Phil. Interact.
Okay, so
So read definition 2A.
all the experiences that make up the existence of a person.
Experiences, Phil. Think about it.
Think about
The
it.
meaning of life is the
May
CDI.
I assist
Yeah.
you?
Help. Do you know the meaning of life?
I have an excellent demonstration of Sandy's circus adventure. Perhaps it will help you with your answer.
No.
Children love deciding which path Sandy will follow. It teaches them how to make decisions. Like all interactive children's titles, the outcome changes based on your input.
Should he go back to the circus or go home?
Depends on who you bring with Shepard on the suicide mission at the end.
The choices we make in life affect the outcome, is that it?
A very interesting observation. May I show you how to hook up a compact disc interactive machine to any television set?
Oh, no, that won't be necessary.
Hey, Phil, if variety is the spice of life, then Phillips CDI is one hot chili pepper. I mean, look at all these titles. Everything from learning how to ski to solving a murder mystery.
I can't believe they rented out this entire mall and then, like, made this advanced AI system and they only sold as many CDIs as they did.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
Yes.
I only gaslight about 1,000 dads into buying CDI.
I feel a sales job coming on.
But isn't that what life's about?
Sales jobs?
No. Fun. Experiences.
I'll buy that.
Excellent choice of words, Phil. You know, CDI can bring you a variety of experiences, like education, entertainment.
Is Sid an agent of the wall?
You can watch a movie, but that's not all.
Probably.
Is that like the corporeal form that the wall takes so it can do its business like in the outside world?
Yeah. It's the wall's herald.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Play the most involving interactive games you ever dreamed of. So, Phil, are we close enough here with an answer, or what?
Well, it's just that I expected...
What? Fireworks? Angel singing? That kind of stuff?
Exactly.
Fair enough. How's that?
You are amazing.
Thanks, Phil. Phil, for being such a great sport, I think you deserve a beautiful new compact disc interactive system, complete with infrared thumbstick remote, the optional roller controller for the...
Just give us $500.
It'll just cost you $500.
What do you say, Phil? Ready for CDI?
Sure, but how do I get it?
Interact.
Ah, of course.
Good job, Phil.
You had like
oh
a
no, he
Wii
vaporized
player.
himself. Phil's dead.
Red elevator time. Send down the next one.
Certainly.
In the meantime,
oh shit.
Watch this.
I must feed more.
Compact disc, but actually
Bring
Send
me more
me more
blood.
fresh meat.
A stimulating match with the
Phil was delicious, but I hungered for
an
more.
interactive adventure through fantastic
Oh
worlds.
man.
Come for your daughters, Phil.
Are you ready for the greatest adventure of all, Phil? Death?
This is CDI, Compact Disc Interactive. Philips CDI is your total entertainment system that hooks up to your TV. It's a high-quality music CD player. It plays Kodak.
Man, I wish
photo
consoles
CDs
were just
with
like
more
all
than
in one
100
things now. I can just
interactive
watch like
titles.
movies and
with the
music and
optional
everything, but
digital
all they can do
video
is play
cartridge, you
stupid
can play
video games.
feature-length Hollywood movies. Philips CDI is
Terrible.
already
Yeah.
in use in thousands of homes.
That would be
and
cool.
Here's why.
Wish somebody would give me the opportunity to pay $500
If
for
I can
CDI
use
right
it,
now.
Anybody can. I mean, I can't even set my VCR.
It's very sharp, it's very clear. The wonderful photography that they've put in along with the graphics is tremendous.
It's educational and it's fun. And
Hey, this is
there's
just
so many
repeating the
things that you
same
can do on it.
little ad for
Well, it is, yeah. I mean, that's the infomercial thing.
So I guess is this more full than I thought it was? Like I had said, I was trying to watch it last night, and I thought it actually didn't have like a definite ending tacked on to it. But apparently I was wrong.
Oh, I mean, Phil dying seems like the definite
Oh
ending.
yeah, no, it does. I just skipped to this point and saw it was replaying the ad again, and so I thought it was just, you know,
Now
it'll be
your
very
family can enjoy it at home. You might
I guess when I put that live, this will be the full version of this infomercial, because I could not, again, find it from start to finish anywhere else.
Great.
Yeah.
You can choose from more than 100 interactive titles.
As you can probably tell by
Also,
the
just
VHS
that-
quality being all over the place.
What's up with that rotating obelisk that just says Tetris?
I don't know. Was there a Tetris game for the CDI?
I guess.
Did that even come out?
I don't know. That feels like something that'd be like built into it or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Floby.
Oh, Floby. All right, yeah.
And like switching over to the stream for the George Clooney uses a Floby.
Well, that's the CDI infomercial. Just ended here
Right.
on this picture of Maury. So yeah, launch. One of the things we like to do, which we have forgotten to do for probably like the last couple of these, sort of gauge the launch lineup and decide whether or not we would have wanted to buy into the console based on what was out there. So Crash and Burn, would that have done it for you?
No.
At that point in time, would you have not looked at Crash and Burn and been like, oh man, it's like, you got live actors in this thing, and like, the racing is all, it's in 3D?
I mean, it seemed better than a lot of the launch lineup stuff we've seen, but also, no.
Like, at that time, though, I don't know that there was any other, like, racing game being advertised that was, pulling 3D graphics and everything, like, on a console.
Oh, no.
Like, I don't know if maybe some stuff from, like, Sony was being put out there at that time. I need to kind of, like, look at the dates again. But yeah, like, the cost of the 3DO would have been so prohibitive, there's no way I would have been able to get one anyway, but I wasn't interested at the time, and I was aware of it, so probably not for me. What about CDI, though? You can play movies and music,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's got the roller controller.
That's just a good investment.
Yeah. Well, considering CDIs seem to have held their price on the aftermarket, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you bought
the
those Zelda
inflation.
games and Hotel Mario and just left them,
Oh, yeah.
like, sealed, now that's the good stuff.
Oh, sitting on a gold mine at that point. Alright, well, that's the stream. We'll turn the stream back on here in a few minutes and we'll play some GoldenEye, because I wanted to take a look at that with you. But I will cut it here.
Not gonna attach that to this.
No, I want to cut it here for the VOD. And then I will maybe throw some music on here and we'll let it run for a few minutes and get up, move my legs, and we'll come back for gold.
Okay. But
next week, I think it's the Jaguar. I'm usually wrong about this, so it might end up being something else.
Jaguar.
We eat the pig and together we burn, Larry.
Yeah.